Hello, Tashidilek Namaste. Welcome to my York Track channel. Today I'm gonna explain you the brief history of the great Maha Bodhi Stupa at Bihar, India. Who built the stupa, how it was renovated, and how it survived till to the date. Now we go back to the point, who built this stupa? This stupa was built 70 years after the Buddha's parinirvana or Buddha's death by one Brahmin woman who had 3 sons, and the youngest son chosen this very enlightenment place of the Buddha where he wanted to build a stupa, and later he really started the construction of this stupa with the help of god and goddesses. His mother, Brahmin mother Jasa, who knew she was going to die soon, before her death she wanted to see the stupa and the statue of Buddha. So she, with a little bit hurry, went to the stupa and peeped through the door of the stupa. Inside she saw the Buddha statue, and she was surprised and she exclaimed, "Oh, this Buddha statue really looks alike the real Buddha." And thereafter the statue remained in this stupa forever. In the 3rd BC, the great Emperor Ashoka visited this place, and he saw the bad condition of the stupa as well as the dying Bodhi tree under which Buddha himself was enlightened. So he renovated the stupa and also putting on the top quite lot of relics into the stupa's top. He also constructed the stone railings outside the stupa, which we can see also today. Then he let's say pouring the milk of cows on the dying Bodhi tree, and slowly the tree was revived and survived, growing more bigger, and that's how it was saved from dying by the great Emperor Ashoka himself. So as you have seen just now, the magnificent statue of the Lord Buddha, very blissful, very calm and peaceful. I'm right now inside the Maha Bodhi Stupa. If you stay here for a few minutes, you will feel the energy of this very place, or energy of the enlightenment place of the Lord Buddha. It is said that during the 3rd AD, during the 3rd century, Kushana period or Kushana dynasty was ruling in the India. At that time, Kushana king again renovated this stupa, and the archaeologists also found underneath of some stupas ruins the coins of Kushana period and some other materials of Kushana period. Right now I am at the first outer circle of the stupa. As you can see now, here are some lotus stones which was also related to Buddha's enlightenment. After his enlightenment, Buddha for 1 week without speaking to anybody work here and there between Bodhi tree and one other place. So between these two spots he worked here and there for 1 week. So in order to commemorate his 1 week silence, we have now these stones, lotus stones we call it. Now I am going to see the Bodhi tree, the original Bodhi tree under which Buddha was enlightenment. So you can see now this is the Bodhi tree. In the 19th century, let's say 1860, the British officer Cunningham, who came at this place and excavated this place, and recognizing this place as the Buddha's place or Buddha's enlightenment place, he saw this tree once fell down during one big storm, and then after that he saw the remaining, let's say, remaining trunk or remaining some sprout there at this place started growing again and again until quite big enough. In this way, this tree was survived further. According to some historians, they claim that under this tree there was a big flat rock was placed, which is the symbol of Vajra Asana. Vajra Asana means the diamond throne or the unbreakable stone or throne. So this throne is regarded as the very stone on which Buddha sat down and got enlightenment. When you work clockwise the innermost circle of the stupa, you can see all these nice and beautiful old statues which are regarded as the statues of Pala dynasty. Pala dynasty was 10th to 11th century, which was for Buddhism golden time, because that time Buddha's message or Buddha's teachings flourished throughout India as well as all other neighboring countries like Thailand, Burma and many other countries. So Pala's dynasty had contributed a lot to the Buddhism. Now we are going to see at the north face of the stupa, the goddess Thara or Green Thara. This Green Thara was once in 12th century the great master and scholar Atisha Dibamkara, who worshipped, and she prophesied him that you should go to Tibet and teach Tibetan people, or again, or revive the Buddhism in Tibet. So, as her prophecy, he went to Tibet and he revived the Buddhism in Tibet. In the year 2002, this Maha Bodhi Stupa was declared by the UNO as the UNESCO or UNESCO Heritage Site. In year 1957, His Holiness the Dalai Lama was invited to India from Tibet to celebrate the Buddha Jayanti or Vaisak ceremony, exactly marking the 2500 years of Buddha's parinirvana or his passing away. Now I'm gonna show you the footprint of Lord Buddha. It is actually regarded as the real footprint of Lord Buddha. It's quite big, but some people say it's carved or built, constructed later when Buddha already passed away. So many people actually worship this very piece of stone with the footprints of Lord Buddhas. This footprint also commemorate the Buddha's 49 days after his enlightenment without teaching to anybody. So that was the period of silence. That period he was working here and there, let's say on one direction or in a particular direction. He was walking here and there. Let's say it's kind of walking meditation. So nowadays we talk about the walking meditation. So walking meditation started really by Buddha himself. Now I want to share you some stories about the let's say our time, or 20th century, how this stupa was renovated. In 1949 or before 1949, this stupa was the under the control of Hinduism, or one Shaivate, or Shaivism, Shaiva, we call Shaiva, who follows the let's say Lord Shiva, which means this Buddhist stupa or site was in the 19th century and till the late 20th century in the hand of Hinduism. When the great scholar of Sri Lanka, Anakarika Dhammapala, visited this place in the year 1891, he found that this very Buddhist site was in the hand of one priest who followed the Lord Shiva. So he thought it is not right and it's not correct. So he had to fight for that. Thereafter, he organized and he established the Maha Bodhi Society of India, and he, let's say, applied a lawsuit against that priest or those who control this Buddhist stupa.
Is the middle circle or middle path to walk around this stupa.
So why this place is so important and what we have to do at this place? This place is very important because 2600 years ago Buddha was enlightened here. What we have to do here is we have to commemorate the enlightenment of Buddha, and we have to feel the energy of the enlightenment and blessings of Buddha. Now I will continue the brief story of the Anakarika Dhammapala. He was died in 1933. After 16 years of his death, the central government or Supreme Court of India passed a act called Bihar Act of Temple, Bihar Act of Temple 1949. So on this act, based on this act, the state government of Bihar, let's say, organize Bodhgaya Temple Management Committee. So Bodhgaya Temple Management Committee was, let's say, half Hindu members, or let's say 4 Hindu members and 4 Buddhist members were selected and appointed as the members of this very committee in order to look after this stupa, whether it is to renovate the stupa, whether it is to take care of the pilgrims who coming
This
here
is
and
the
visiting
western
the
part
place.
of the
So
stupa.
all in all, their
And now we are
work
walking
is
through
to
the
protect the
western
stupa.
part, or exactly the behind the stupa. And we can see here one Bodhi tree, which is probably the same Bodhi tree as the other one. The seed of this Bodhi tree is taken from that Bodhi tree, and we can see here some ruins of stupas, monks.
In May 2011, marked as the 2600 years aftermath of Buddha's passing away or parinirvana.
All the stupas of different holy person who got enlightened. Sun is coming out. Now we are at the northern part of the stupa. Northern part is just let's say right to the left to the stupa. So this is the northern part. You can see there are also some small temples for meditate. Suppose this one is called Mulgand Koti. Mulgand Koti means where one can, or the main shrine temple. The Buddha himself meditates inside this Mulgand Koti. And all other yeah, small stupas. Also here we can see one Bodhi tree. So Bodhi tree is growing everywhere here, and small stupas built here. As you can see here, many small stupas. And from here you can see here very nice view, one of the best view we can have. So on the eastern part of the Maha Bodhi Stupa, we have this small stupa. So this small stupa is the let's say the point or the place Buddha's after the enlightenment, he didn't speak, or he didn't teach his wisdom, and he was just sitting here, or from this point to the in the direction of stupa, he was walking. So for 7 weeks he didn't speak after the enlightenment, and that's the exactly place where he used to stay. And as you can see, inside this stupa we can see a statue of Padmapani, Avalokiteshvara. It's closed today, as you can see here, Padmapani. Or it looks like Padmapani, but some people say it's a Tara, and let's say one of the manifestation of Tara. But for me, it's Padmapani.
People also say that at this very place, Buddha seated, and after his enlightenment, for 1 week long, he, without wavering his eyes, pointing his eyes on the Bodhi tree, just meditate there for 1 week. So that stupa is actually symbolizing his meditative states.
So from here, I think actually the best view of the Maha Bodhi temple, the enlightenment stupa of Buddha himself. And now we have almost completed the second round, and we are at the beginning point. So you can see here the entrance of the Maha Bodhi Stupa. Now we go for the third round, the last round. This is the outermost circle of the stupa. We make a round, and as you can see, I'm here at the eastern part of the stupa, and you can see many other small stupas again. Are at the right side of the stupa, or let's say the southern part of the stupa, and the sky is beautiful today, and the wind is breezing here, very beautiful. So the main purpose of circumambulating the stupa or circling the stupa is to meditate and pray, make some let's say recitation, mantras. We're doing some mantras, or just walk around. That can purify all our negativities or the inner defilements, the 5 poisonous thoughts, or other subtle predispositions of our mind. Eons of time we had circled, or let's say in the life existence, we have gone through, and we are still in the samsara. We haven't enlightened yet. In order to get enlightened, we try to purify first all defilements, and then there is a possibility to or accomplish some meditational stages, and then on the stages of bodhisattva levels we can also let's say continue our journey, or we can let's say passing through all these 10 stages of Bodhisattva. Ultimately, or after the 10 stages of Bodhisattva path, we get enlightened. Actually, the Bodhisattvas are not going to enlightenment completely. They remain in this samsara after reaching the 10th stage of Bodhisattva stage, and help the suffering people. So Bodhisattvas are really beings who carry out the different social reforms, social services, and so on. So anyone can do it, whether you are monk or nun, lay people. You can do good service for any people, any humankind, any sentient beings, any animal. So that's the actually message of Bodhisattvas or Buddha. Now I'm behind the stupa, and sun is beautiful today, weather is beautiful.